I was having a conversation with my team about my branding, about my website, about the way I present to the world. And one of the team members said, Mark, one of the problems is you're one way on your podcast, and then people go to your website and they see something different. You're one way with your clients, and then they go to your website and your marketing and they see something different. That I'm not congruent with who I am in the world, who I am online, and who I am, as I interact with the world as I am with my website. So I went and overlooked at my website and I thought how much I love my website. I love my website. I spent thousands of dollars on bad websites. And finally, my website looks exactly the way I want it. It's blue and white and red, and it's crisp and it's clean and it's corporate and it's perfect. And it just started to make me laugh because the way I am on this podcast is hopefully deep and spiritual, hopefully a little fun and provocative and interesting and three-dimensional and juicy. The way I am in the world with people, I'm love. I hopefully I exude love and connection. And we go to my website, and what I realized is my website looks like the cardboard cutout that I strive to present to the world. I want to be neat and clean with no rough edges. I don't want to be a little bit paunchy and overweight. I don't want to dress a little bit messy. I don't want to make mistakes when I speak. I don't want to be messy, and I don't want to be three-dimensional and juicy and human. I want to be perfect, right? And when I look at my website, I realized I love my website so much because it is the cardboard cutout without all the humanity. And I do remember my friend James Butler, and I've talked about James before. James died several years ago at the age of 27. So this is actually more acutely present for me. He says, Mark, I go to your website, and he goes, where's the love? I don't see the love. You're the love guy, and where's the love on your website? And I realize now is I don't want all that stuff, all that three-dimensional stuff on my website, because I want to present. And again, if you meet me and you know me and you listen to me, I'm pretty authentic. But there was a time when I didn't want people to see below the surface. My sneakers were white. My t-shirts were white. Everything was neat and clean. I recycled. I did everything perfectly. And then I got messier. But that website just is glaring to me that I want to present to the world this corporate, clean leadership coach when I'm actually a lot more juicy and a lot more messy. There's nothing. I live with a man. I'm married to a guy, and there's nothing gay about my website. There's nothing. There's nothing colorful about my website. And I'm not saying that I need to be flamboyant, and it's not that I hide anything about myself, but everything is so antiseptic there that it just got me to thinking. Even having this conversation, this is a very real, vulnerable conversation for me to say these things for thousands of people to listen to. But then you go to my website and none of that's there. So the challenge for me is to actually own my humanity, own my messiness, own my sexuality, own my juiciness, own the things I don't like about myself. And that's really hard. I think that's hard for all of us. We'll be okay when all the rough edges are sanded off. We'll be okay when our inbox is empty. We'll be okay when I lose a few pounds and I look good in this dress and when I look good in these pants. We'll be okay when my relationship is perfect and our sex life is the way it's supposed to be and we talk to each other the way we want and our love languages are fulfilled. And it's just not true. They say life is a verb. Life is about becoming. Life is about living. Life is about being. So now I want to go back to my website. And now that I had the opportunity to be corporate and clean and crisp and antiseptic, I want my website to reflect the juiciness and the three-dimensionalness of me. I want it to reflect this podcast, which this particular episode, me talking to you now, is messy. It's inarticulate. But it's real. It's me. I'm curious in your life, where in your life are you striving for something that you just aren't, that you're just never going to be? You can't Maria Kondo that organizing woman. You can't do that to you. It just makes you not real. So where in your life are you not loving and accepting your messiness, your grittiness, your juiciness, your realness? Midlife is about that. At midlife, the only people who have perfect bodies are the people who are obsessed. So if you have a muffin top, if you have a little paunch, if you're just not so there, um, that's the beauty of getting older. That's the beauty of accepting the grace of life. So that's my message for today. I really appreciate you spending the time and listening. Please share this if you like it. Please leave a review. Send me messages. Let me know what you want me to talk about. I love you. Have a great rest of the day.